In this video, we're going to talk about getting started with a Plextor Daisy player, one of the devices you can use to be able to access the content from the Blind Foundation library. It plays audio and Daisy CDs, but it can also play content on a USB stick or an SD card. The first thing we want to do is take a closer look so we can explain what all the buttons do. So the device is about the size of a school lunchbox, but it's got a lot of weight to it. It's about 1.3 kilograms. So looking at the top, in the top left-hand corner there are 4 buttons. The 2 buttons on the left are the tone buttons, and these can be thought of as a treble and a bass. The 2 buttons to the right of the tone buttons are the volume up and down controls. They're slightly wider than the tone buttons, so you can tell the difference. On the top right of the unit is a large round area where the speaker is located. Now just below the speaker is a small round button, and this is a sleep timer. So you can set the sleep timer in increments of 15 minutes. So you can set it to 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or 1 hour. And then when you press the button, it will turn the timer off. So this way, if you want to sort of make sure that it stops if you are going to fall asleep. Now just below the sleep timer button, there is a large, slightly indented button. This is the power button. It also lights up green when it is turned on. And there's also a handy notch on the right hand side to help locate it. Now along the bottom of the unit there's a row of 6 buttons. So going from left to right, the first button is a rewind button. And the second button is the play and pause button. And the third button is a fast forward button. Now just to the right of these buttons are 2 more buttons that are used to jump from section to section, or more likely from chapter to chapter. And there's a last small button on the right of that, and that's the CD eject button. Now on the front of the device, on the front edge of the unit is a wide slot with a small ledge where you insert the CD. Simply place the CD on the top of the ledge and push the CD gently in. There's a slight indentation in the centre above the CD slot. On the left side of the unit, there are 3 items. So working from left to right, there is the slot for the USB memory stick. In the centre is where you can plug in a headphone jack. And again, there's a little notch above it to be able to help locate it. And then to the right of the headphone jack is the slot for the SD memory card. On the back edge of the unit are 2 plugs in the centre where you would plug in the power supply. And just right of that is the Ethernet socket, which is used for diagnostics if it is being repaired. To use the device, simply plug in the power supply to the back of the Daisy player and then press the power button. Once you press the power button, it will make some chimes and make some sounds to tell you that it's working. And then once that's finished, then you can insert the CD at the front or a USB or SD card on the side. Once the CD or the USB stick is inserted, it will announce information about what is inserted. Once that is finished, you then simply press the play button and it will play that content. There are a lot more features that are available with the Daisy player, and we'll be covering these in future videos.